Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Following the interception, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Ready? 230. 26, Mike. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Like 80. Show that bench release and go. Black is on.
Now Bell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Focus, focus. Set! 180!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, some strong running. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry. 3rd down here.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Double. Focus. Right, 53, right. Double.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Here we go.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
A
give to Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. First down, a run with Hyde. Finding room at the 30, and all the way up to the 37-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for him with Hyde. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go now. Focus, focus. Focus, focus.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The give is to Bell. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Snickers, you gotta spin. Set. Like 20.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Roethlisberger now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard!
start the drive with Hyde. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jeremy Maclin, 73 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Switzer now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Hunter, 59 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Mayfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Macklin, complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Underneath for Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another second and goal. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Second down, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield on play action. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Taking it about the 16. Runs through the contact. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. This one complete right side to McDonald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A
fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Go!
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Roethlisberger now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter.
Four down. Set. Black 80. Jack 16. Kings. Black, what's that?
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Focus. Double bump.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Switzer now to return. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Jack 16. 53, 53, check. Snickers. Snickers. Let's make these babies live. What's that? Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Roethlisberger now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And Boswell's kick is good. Wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They find some open field here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Now Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Let's go. Snickers, you got to spin.
Chinese on Ringo.
Set. Blue 30. Black, what's that?
Check. 4 down.
Black, what's that?
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Focus. Double bump. 53.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, set! Like 20. 20 seconds.
This is Bell. Down right around the 25. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Set! Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go. Four down. Four down.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mayfield now, dumping it off for Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. got the hook up to Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
On second down, Hyde. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Carlos Hyde in the final minute. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
26, Mike.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.